What's the haps? I'm Meroka, and today I'm going to be taking an early look at Skyflower by the Taco Heaven. This is a roguelike bullet hell shooter. I would say it's probably seen some influences from something like The Binding of Isaac, as well as Nuclear Throne. Probably more so the latter than the former, but there's definitely influences from both. Head on in, there's no menu really to speak of, it's a Unity game, so you get your standard Unity quality drop-downs that doesn't really tell you much, as well as resolution options on there. And once we get into the game, there is no further menu to speak of. I would like to see some audio options in there. There is not on the title menu, but there is music and sound effects, so, you know, those would be really good to see, you know, some sliders in there so that you could adjust those at the very least, if nothing else. This menu is also a bit bare bones. I don't know what this big grey block down the side of the screen's doing. That's a bit weird, but whatever, it's there. So our menu is pretty much, we've got a multiplayer option up there that is in beta, that's still kind of being worked out in early access. However, the single player kind of works pretty solidly. It's fairly feature complete. I'd say there's a couple of things I'd like to see, but otherwise it's pretty solid. So we've got our three characters to choose from at the bottom. We've got someone with a hat that can be used as a shield, I guess. Someone who looks a little bit like Link, who has a wave of bullets, and a spiky-haired person there who has a dash ability. So I'm going to go with Link because that's the character I've been playing a lot with and have figured things out. So that's a good start. We've got some upgrades already. So yeah, it's a bullet hell shooter. You will shoot bullets, the enemies will shoot bullets at you, you will try to dodge them as best you can and try and kill them before they kill you. It's nothing you haven't seen before in that regard. It's all procedurally generated levels, so you'll get random stuff on each floor. They've got a kind of a consistent theme, obviously, but you kind of work your way through floors and make your way towards the end of the game, which, as I say, is a little bit Nuclear Throne in that regard. Nuclear Throne's kind of got that sort of progress your way through to the end because no adequately explored reason. It's something about trying to get to the sky is apparently the story here. Our character saw the sky and was so enthralled by the sky that he wanted to get to the sky, so they're going to go and try and get to the sky, and do that by shooting lots of things that want to kill them. I don't know, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So, as I say, we've got our standard gun. I think all the characters get the same one. They all look very, very similar, and then they've all got their special ability indicated by the green bar up top. If I right-click, I've got my shell fan, which lets me do that. When the green bar recharges, I can use that again. So I've got a key, and I've got a sort of this is like a mini kind of arena room kind of thing. There will be an enemy that will do that. I'm going to do that to try and kill it. There we go, and I've got a fairy. So the upgrade system is kind of Binding of Isaac, I guess, insofar it's iterative. So I've now got a bullet fairy. I guess bullet fairy splits your shots because I'm now firing 2 shots. I think is that 2 shots or is that? It looks vaguely like it could be 2 shots. Kind of hard to say. It might be like occasionally 2 shots. So yeah, there are a number of upgrades that kind of do the same thing, but because it's iterative, they will stack, so there will be other... Oh, Iron Railway, I've not seen this, so yeah, that's kind of a weird one. Insofar as occasionally, most of the time you'll get the same levels each time, the same sort of style of levels. Oh, I think that's my bullet fairy, it shoots bullets out in other directions, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that'll be it. Occasionally I get extra shots. Cool. And then occasionally it will give you an entirely different themed level, so I've got an Iron Railway here, which I've never seen before. So yeah, the upgrade system, as I was saying, there are multiple upgrades that kind of do a similar kind of job, so there's like several upgrades that will split your shots, but you can pick them all up and they will all stack with each other. So your first upgrade will split your single shot into 2. As you can see, I've kind of got something like that going on there. If I pick up another one, it'll split into 4, and then 8, and so on. So you can end up with quite a spread of bullets going on. As well as then there's obviously movement speed upgrades, as well as attack speed upgrades. Yeah, fairly standard stuff, as well as some more interesting stuff. So health on level. Since there's not actually a leveling system, I can only presume that means at end of level. Heal up. Have we got everything in here? That seems like quite a small level, but then again, they frequently are. I was sort of expecting a little bit more from this special level. I guess not, I think we're clear here. So we shall head on down. There are, as you've seen the arena there, it's fairly common. There's also occasionally they'll give you a shop which lets you spend your points that you've got. The points up in the top corner there, you can trade them in for abilities. What's going on this? Oh right, I see. It opens with an arena. Fair enough. There's a weird pentagram thing that wants me dead. Actually, I guess that's procedural generation for you. That's a really strange level, and that the only thing it's given me is 1 arena to fight. It's got me a gate, which is a huge shot boost. Not sure what that means. It looks like I'm firing even more bullets, so I don't know whether that's giving me like damage and more spread. We've got these. These are kind of like a healing shrine kind of dealio. As far as I can figure out, the way to activate it is to use your special ability on it But well, you can also activate it by right-clicking when your special ability is not on cooldown, so you don't really need to use the ability, you just need to use the same button that activates your ability on it. That will heal you up to full, but it will ultimately, it will basically mean you can't use your special ability again for the rest of the level. So, after a few levels, you will get to a boss. In this case, got a thing inside an egg that would like to kill me, so I'm going to try and kill it first. This is where it gets really bullet hell insofar as the boss have got attack patterns that you can try and dodge your way around. My range was not enough to hit it from there. That one's not crazy challenging, although if you haven't picked up many upgrades, it can be a little bit more daunting. I'm not doing very well there. Okay. And we're free, there's a little bit of money. There's sometimes some barrels around, which you can blow up and get some money out of. Don't think that's happening here. All the barrels are explosive, because video games, why not? I want Devil's Jewel fans. You gotta act pretty quickly, actually, at the end of a level. Basically, at the end of a level, after you defeat a boss, it will give you an option of 2 upgrades, but it doesn't give you any time to think about those upgrades. It'd be nice if the game kind of paused while you chose those, but I don't know, maybe that's maybe that's a design choice or something there. Basically, you're given 2 upgrades, which are, as you saw with my fans, basically, it is an upgrade to your special ability, and yeah, you have to read and think fast whilst enemies are attacking you, because it doesn't pause it. I will note there's like some black squares kind of flickering on the screen now. I don't know what that's about, because I've not seen those before. I don't know if that's some weird recording artifact, so you guys might be able to see that. I've not seen that in gameplay before, it's kind of weird. I'm not sure what the dealio is there. So, there we go, that was pretty easy, because I've got a lot of bullets now and I'm doing a lot of damage. So, right, what is that? More shots, so we're going to fight even more of those now. So, getting fairly beefy. The Devil's Jewel fans, I don't think I've even tried the other upgrade, I just like the Devil's Jewel fans one, because it's just such a crazy wave of bullets. And then the permanent upgrades for the abilities, not that there's any upgrades that aren't really permanent, I suppose. Insofar as it's a roguelike, I mean, you don't get to keep it between playthroughs, but you don't lose them or anything. I don't know why I described it as permanent. There are other special ability upgrades that will stack again, so if I finish this level, which seems maybe a little optimistic at this stage, I'm getting myself hurt quite badly. I'll take that healing at the cost of my special ability. Yeah, if I can finish this level, I will be able to pick up another upgrade that will stack with my current one. There's one that kind of transforms your special ability into kind of a 360 shot. You'll fire lots and lots of waves around you. And then if you've got the Devil's Jewel fans, you'll fire 2 waves around you, so you'll be dealing crazy amounts of bullets. And yeah, things keep stacking, so you can do some interesting builds, I guess. Since the variety of different upgrades, they will all interact in different ways. I really feel like I should have tried picking some other stuff up, but I'm kind of a little attached to that Devil's Jewel fans, because the Devil's Jewel fans is quite nice. Admittedly, I can't use it here, I just wanted to use that then. I was like, I like the Devil's Jewel fans, I'm going to use it. But no, I've used the healing shrines, so I'm not going to be able to do that here. I feel like I've missed something. Did I forget to pick up a key or something? I thought there was something I missed back here. It may have been the key. I don't know, for some reason I've got a weird blind spot about keys. I keep ignoring the keys, and I was like, there's no reason to wait to pick up a key. These things are not killable, by the way, not that I've found anyway. They're really annoying, they're just kind of getting in your way. They're more of a trap than an enemy. So that's pretty annoying. We've got Meroka, it's magic. There's a weird kind of Japanese kind of theme going on to everything. I'm not sure where that comes from. I don't know if the developers are Japanese or what, but most of the items you get stuff like rice balls, and I think you saw the archway before. It's all kind of a weird Japanese kind of style to everything. So yeah, this is mostly it. I'm gonna get myself killed here, I think, if I don't do something soon. I need that health kit. No, I'm dead. There we go. That's that character. They are dead. Fatality. So back to the start. Pick a new hero. Try and finish it. There are 5 total levels, which say 5 areas, I guess. So it'll be about 15 levels to play through. I'll take the temporary shield one. So their ability is, it does not last very long, but there is a shield there. There's a tribal hat, that's a good start. Kills now explode. If I kill an enemy, they will explode. So I think the nuclear throne comparison's fairly obvious, to be honest. But I think it definitely does distinguish itself. What the heck is that? It's magic. I don't know. I've got magic now. Whereas nuclear throne, it has emphasis on a variety of different weapons and. There's definitely an ammunition element. You got to conserve ammo and stuff whilst fighting your enemies. You got to, balance your resources well whilst also progressing. This is just more pure bullet hell. There's no ammunition of any sort, and all the upgrades are sort of this iterative thing. So, well, I would say there's definitely an inspiration there from Nuclear Throne. I also think that this is definitely its own thing. It's interesting in its own way. I do think the Nuclear Throne's aesthetic is better, though. This one is just kind of a bit bare bones. Okay, how come I can't? Oh, I was wondering why I wasn't shooting bullets. Because I'm playing a different character. I only need to get into another mindset of playing a different character. I got my shield character. Can I pick up that rice as well? I've got a rice bowl. That will let me do more damage. That's cool. Oh, these things are... They just turn around for no reason and just wang you in the face. Pretty annoying. Got a crystalline camp, so got another slightly off the beaten path level. This one's going to be... I have seen this one before. It's just really awkward because there's blocks everywhere. It's a difficult one to navigate. Enemies are all tucked behind walls and around corners and things. They're very difficult to get to. There's a health kit there that I definitely need. I don't know if I survived that shot because of my shield. I'm not accustomed to using the shield. As I say, I kind of like using that bullet storm guy, as it were. Big wave of bullets. The barrel there I can blow up to kill him. The barrels are a nice environmental object you can blow things up with. It's pretty cool. It's pretty basic. I mean, there's not much more to show you. I've shown you pretty much all there is. I think you can imagine what the guy who dashes does. I think you've got a pretty good handle on what that probably works like. If you right-click, you will do a dash, which will allow you to evade bullets on some circumstances. That's kind of about it. So yeah, this is Skyflower. It is extraordinarily cheap on Steam right now. As I say, it's early access, so you are buying an unfinished product technically. But the single player feels pretty good. And yeah, the multiplayer is pretty much what needs to be fleshed out, I guess. I've not really tried playing it. I gather it is online multiplayer, not local, which is kind of cool. I definitely want that because I'm about to die. And yeah, it is £1.99 or your regional equivalents. And they're even doing a first week discount thing, so it's down to like £1.50 at this point. So it's a pretty good bargain. The price will go up after early access, so if you're interested in it, I would say it's a pretty complete game, to be fair, right now, and you're probably getting a pretty good deal for that money. I would say a couple of gripes insofar as I would really like to be able to... if I pause the game or something, I would like to know what items I've got. I would, if I were to hit escape and go, burp, it would be nice if somewhere on there it would bring up a list of what items I've collected and their various effects. That would be good to see, so that you could keep track of kind of what you've got going on and know what you've got going on. And that's kind of something that's like, I guess you can see visually speaking what's going on, but it'd be nice to keep a track of things, I think. It's kind of a minor thing in the grand scheme of it all, because mostly you're just collect things and get better is kind of mostly what you got going on, but it's just those kind of like little touches that are nice to have, really. Other than that, it's pretty solid. I like it. This is Skyflower, so let's open an arena and see how I die. I don't die. I get a takoyaki, which gives me a chance to crit. Cool. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I've been Meroka. This has been Skyflower. I will see you next time. Yeah!